Here is a look at your gap and go trades for the week of May 26th through the 29th. I will go over price targets on the 5-minute time frame, have a gap recap from May 18th through the 22nd, and update the chart as well. Hi everyone, it's Dow on the Dow. First up is Tsly. We ended the week at $30.50, up 0.19%. To the north side from where we are takes us back to the middle of the trend and the baseline, the median, and one level of resistance and a potential take profit area, and an area where we could just chop sideways. But after this level, I'm looking at price targets of 31.20, 31.49, and at 4 standard deviations and another level of resistance and another potential take profit area, 31.78. This just takes us back to an area we've been previously. All the purple lines are lines I drew in 2025. Now to the south side, one level of support and a potential buy-in area, let me move that out of the way, is $30.04. $29.75 and $29.47. This is another level of support, another potential buy-in area, as well as another potential stop loss area. Now, when I talked about the gap and go trades from last week, at the top of the leaderboard was Nike and at the bottom was Rivn. And this week, the top is Tsly and the bottom is NEO. We're just swapping out tickers here. Now, looking left, you can see this was a clear buy area, and I did set a buy in order and I hit it at 28.62, but we went down. Let me move this again. It's always in my way. That took us down to 28.55. So I didn't get it precisely, but it was pretty close. You can see this is one level of support. This is resistance. We busted right through, fell back down to support, riding along this middle of the trend line, and then back up to resistance, fell down to support, and this turned into support when before it was resistance. Anyway, we're just grinding along the middle of the trend, the median, where the price has to slice through to get to the upside or to the downside. At the beginning of the week, as you can see, we started at 30.36, and basically we ended at 30.50, right back where we are. We have some gaps to talk about. This gap will take us up to 31.71. We've got another gap within the gap, 31.64. Let's just extend that out. I have no idea when it's going to hit, but I know eventually it will. And there's another one at 32.25. To the south side, if you'd like to go short, here we go, 22.99 for reversal. That will take us to roughly 29.28, 28.24. I own all shares or dividend payout at, well, all these hot pink lines. Excuse me. All right, what else? We've got that. We closed that out. That's still in play. Oh, and we have other gaps to the north side. Let's just extend it. What's happening here? Oh, there is one that I get to clean up. Yay. That touched right there on Wednesday, May the 13th. So that took us to 32.63. Congrats if you went long. And it started at 32.32. So let's delete all of these price labels. They are no longer in play to the north side. Yay, that looks nice and clean. All right, option R to reset. Next one is Nike, option R. Last time I talked about it, we were at 41.88. Today we're at 44.67. Up 0.63%. You can see we're just getting into these ranges here, really tight ranges. Now, the next level up is 44.90. It's just very tight here. Above that, 45.66, 46.05 and 46.41. You know the drill about resistance. Take profit. To the south side, 44.12, 43.78. Stop loss area, roughly 43.38 if you're trying to be conservative. Okay, we started down here. We went as low as 41.36. And from here to where we are roughly is an 8% return. Now, we've closed out this gap, this gap. Okay, we are on our way to 46.81. It's been a slow grind. This has taken forever, but that's okay. That's what happens when you go woke, you go broke. And this one, just like Starbucks, has suffered. Now it's inflation and everything else, the war, petroleum. There's always an excuse. You never know when things start running or when things tank, and that's why if you're trying to protect your capital, you set a stop loss. I'm horrible at that, but you should do it, especially if you're just starting out and you're preserving your money. I have a rather large account, so I just weather the storm, but that's why I keep the positions that are super low and then I sell the higher ones, and then that's where I let it ride for long term. That's how I play it. All right, so 46.81 to the north side, down the road, and the 1-year price target on this puppy is $60.18, which is very hard to believe, but again, it's a slow grind. Next up is Rivn. Rivn ended the day at 14.22, up 0.49%. All right, we are here to the north side, takes us to roughly 14.43. I'm going to delete this 14.44, which is a previous line I drew. Oh my gosh, seems like forever ago. Back on, I drew that for Friday, February the 6th, for Monday the 9th. Let's just delete it. I don't need any of these lines. I just leave it here so that you can see if you're starting out and you are trying to chart, you will see how those lines come into play. So 14.22. Oh, did I hit the wrong one? Oh, I think I deleted the wrong one. Oopsie daisy. It doesn't matter. Like I said, I don't need them. Delete. This will make it nice and clean. Oh, wait. I did delete it. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Oops, gosh darn it. All right, here we go. Let's start over. This is Rivn on the 5-minute time frame. We are at 14.22 to the north side, takes us to this level, which is 14.53, one level of resistance, where we could also grind sideways. Above that, back to an area we've been, 14.79, 14.94, 15.09 to one level of support. Okay, oops. Right, it's basically where we are, 14.24, 14.09, potential buy-in area, 13.94, potential stop-loss area. Now looking left. Okay, we started at 13.79, we ended at 14.22. For the week, we went as low as 12.66. We did tickle this gap that I have talked about, but we did not close it. That gap started at 13.27, ends at 12.52. And we are on our way to 14.88 with this gap. And this is an old price target that we already hit, according to TradingView. Oh, look at this. We hit this, well, gap to the south side, so it looks like I already deleted the price label. And to the north side, down the road, dude. We don't know when it's going to hit. We've got some nice gaps to the north side, taking us to 16.70 and then even 18.82. Not in the channel, not in the zone, not even close, just something to be aware of. We are in an upward channel on the 5 for Rivn, which they were at the bottom the previous week. Now they're in 3rd place. Next up is Boeing. We ended the day for Boeing at $219.02, down 0.27%. Where are my lines? This is crazy. It's because I've marked this out so much. Or did I just delete something? Let me just look at one other thing. Let's see where NEO is. Yeah, the line is there. I just can't see them because I've marked up Boeing so much. There we go. It was just slow to populate. I'm like, and I have tracked this thing for forever. All right, here we are. We're basically at the median, the middle of the trend, the baseline for Tuesday. All right, let's start over. Boeing, 219.02, down 0.27%. To the north side, we are retracing back to a level we've been, 222.81, 224.83. Here's the red, the white line, 224.79, and the blue line, 226.65-ish. To the south side, because there's always a south side, 215.20, 213.22, and 211.33-ish. We're basically ending where we started. We started at 220, went down as far as this line that turned into support, 214.17, and we're at 219.02. But what happened? This gap is still in play to the south side. This gap touched. Let's clean this up. Congrats if you went short and you hit right there. That took us down to 219. Well, I put 80, but really 71. It's a little off. But we didn't touch there. I'm wrong. We touched right here out of the gate on Monday. So let's get rid of that. No longer in, wait a minute, is that for the bottom? No, that's for that one. Okay, there's a lot of gaps going on. 219.80. Done. Now this one stopped right to there actually. Okay, I'm just cleaning this up because I was sloppy, it looks like. This one is still in play, started at 218.05. That will take us down to 210.11, and watch out for the other landmines to the south side that are still in play. But the next target to the north side is 229, and then we have other gaps up here as well. Okay, the next one and the final one is NEO. What happened? All right, we ended the week for NEO at $5.20, down 7.14%. They got clobbered. We are basically at the middle of the trend, back to a level I've marked out in 2024. That's what the yellow line is from 2024. All right. So to the north side, if we get lucky, 540, 548, and don't hold your breath for 558, but perhaps down the road. To the south side, 504, 496, 486. Okay, this will take us to 557 for the gap. Looking left, what happened? Wow, we were up here at 610, bleeding down to 520. Now, there was a gap that closed out that I've been talking about that touched on Friday the 22nd, taking us down to 533. It opened up, look at this, back on the week of Monday, March 30th. So 533 is out. It ended at 552. So congrats if you made some money off of that going short. Delete, delete. All right, feels good to clean that up. Now the next one is going to take us down to 497, and then we have other gaps. All right, to watch out for. Not in the channel, not in the zone, not even close, but something to be aware of, just like these gaps up here. All right. And did I clean up everything else? I do believe so. All right, that is a look at Tsly, Nike, Rivn, Boeing, and Neo. And I just made a video on Crackberry that ran like crazy. If there's a ticker you want me to go over, please let me know, and have a great trading week, even though it's a little short.